It's a horrible, it's a sin that has great impact, negative impact. It is risen. When you talk about David, and you talk about David's sin, when you say, what did David do? What was David's sin? What do people mention?
They mention the adultery.
And so what was the most devastating sin? I mean, all sin is sin. So I said most
No,
devastating.
but there's degrees to it, I believe, biblically now. But I'm not okay because God said there's some things He hates.
Right.
I mean, so I'm just and all I know is that there's some things that He hates, and He puts a list of it. Okay.
And we vote for this. We vote for that. But
Yeah. So I would just say that David spilled innocent blood.
Right.
Okay,
Which to me, that's not what people most equate him with.
Yeah, but I equate David with
He killed this man.
He killed this man. Okay, and so
He plotted. I wouldn't even say kill. I would say murder. He
plotted and he murdered and he set him up. Okay, so David sinned. Okay, people want to talk about the adultery, but that's not. I mean, that's an issue, but because David was sleeping around long before then, David was committing adultery long before then.
And he had 8 wives?
Yeah, he had 8 wives. He was going. So David was. But you realize this, and so David. A part of what David did, David stopped going to war.
Mm-hmm.
David, before he even got to Bathsheba, God lets us know what it says is that David, when kings go to war, David stayed home.
Right. I mean, he felt like he had set up such a system to where he just I'll send them out and I'll chill.
So David David was in a position where David was not where he was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And David wasn't where he was supposed to be because David knew that girl was going to be. He knew that she was bathing up where she was doing that. David knew and David's probably one of my favorite characters in the Bible because I picture myself as a warrior. David was the smallest one of his father's children. David was like the outcast of his daddy's kids. David's mother's rarely mentioned. Jesse's mentioned in the Bible. We know Jesse's name. We don't know his mama's name. And David had some mama issues. Okay, so there's some things the Bible is basically telling us without telling us about David.
Right.
But David spilled innocent blood. And when you spill innocent blood, that's an identity with Christ. Okay, and so innocent blood speaks to God from the ground. And one of the reasons why Israel got disciplined and they got sent away for those 70 years is because they were spilling innocent blood. And God tells us that.
So why is it that we highlight his Bathsheba situation more than we highlight all of the other things that David did that were questionable?
Because as American Christians, the country was founded on spilling innocent blood. And they're guilty before God when they say, if they ever preached it right, they're guilty before God. And they need to repent. And this country needs to repent for all the innocent blood they spilled. Continually spill innocent blood. From recently, the Trump administration dropping bombs and killing 150 schoolgirls, and they knew it was a school. That's innocent blood.